Hello everybody and welcome to my collection of piston extenders. Okay, so on the screen there's going to be choices for you. I have my double piston extender, my non-sticky triple piston extender, sticky triple piston extender, non-sticky quadruple piston extender, and sticky quadruple piston extender. Now go ahead and choose whatever you like. And if you're interested in the quadruple piston extenders, start with the sticky triple piston extender because that's pretty much the start of the quadruple ones. Once you finish with the triple piston extender, the sticky one, I'll give you the choices to either choose a non-sticky quadruple or sticky quadruple. So there you go, and enjoy. Okay, here we are. Double piston extender. We're going to start by making our circuit that controls it. So block, repeater going into the block, another repeater going into the block set to 3, and repeater right there set to 2. Piston facing this way. Give it its block, block beside the piston, and wire it like so. Come around here and place a torch on this block on this side, and off of that torch put 2 redstone just like so. Repeater going that way, no delay. Block, torch, block. Now, your input is going to be anywhere along here. I find that when you bring it in from here, it just acts funny, so I just stick to this side. So I'm going to place the lever right there, but it could be, of course, repeater, whatever else. So, one important thing to note is before you add your pistons, turn on your circuit. Okay, this is because the bottom piston is going to be sensitive to block updates. And stone, I need stone, I need to get stoned. Anyways, so yes, if you don't do that, it'll be out of sync when you first put the pistons, like so. Okay, double piston extender, not a big deal to fix. But when you get to the triple and quadruple, it gets trickier. So please, please, please turn on your circuits before you add your pistons, or even before you work around the pistons. If you're, let's say you're making your wall and you go, whoops, there you go. Okay, it's going to detect the update and it's going to activate the piston, and then you're going to have yourself a big old mess when it comes to the bigger piston extenders. But like I said, little one is not that big of a deal. Okay, now if you're interested in knowing how to expand this design to do a wall of pistons, go ahead and I'm going to place a link on the video. Go ahead and click on that and it should take you straight to how to expand the double piston extender. Okay, now on to the triple piston extender, the non-sticky triple piston extender. So, a double piston extender wasn't enough for you, eh? Fine. Here's your non-sticky triple piston extender. We're going to start with making the circuit that controls it. So block, repeater going this way to set to 3. Repeater right there set to 2. Piston facing that way. Block on the piston. Block right there. And wire it like so. Come around here. Redstone torch. Off of that torch, 2 redstone dusts like this. Repeater going that way, set to 3. Block, torch, block. Now, from this torch, place a block on top of it. Go one out this way, one out this way, and up, like so. Okay, this is what you want. Place a torch here, and a block on top of that torch. We're going to lead some dust from here into this block and a torch on top of that block. Put a block right there and repeater facing this way, no delay. And now input anywhere along this line. Okay, so I believe that's it. Now remember, before you add to your circuit or work around the bottom, turn on your circuit. I said add to your circuit. That makes sense. So turn on your circuit, add your pistons. Piston, piston, sticky, sticky, regular, because the top does not need to be You know, that one thing, sticky. There you go. Turn it off, and there's your triple non-sticky triple piston extender. Okay. Again, as always, the bottom piston is always susceptible to block updates, so be careful with that. If you're gonna work around the bottom, turn on your circuit. I'm gonna emphasize this throughout the video. Okay. Now, if you're interested in expanding this, go ahead. I'm gonna leave a link in the video on the screen. Videos on the screen. you know what? Just click the link. All right, just click. If you want to expand the thing, click the link onto the sticky triple piston extender. Okay, here we go. Triple piston extender. So we're gonna start with our circuit. Block, repeater going into it, repeater going into it again, set to 3. Repeater right there, set to 2. Piston going this way. Put a block there and a block there. And now wire it, like so. Come around over here and place a torch right there. Off of that torch, you want to go 3 redstone dust out, 2, 3, and then 1 redstone like that. 2 repeaters going that way, set both to max. Blocks like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 1. So you kind of have this little deformed U shape. Is it? Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it, deformed U shape. I still love you just the way that you are. You special little snowflake. Now go back to the basement where you belong. Anyways, yeah, so I didn't even say, place a block right there and torch right on that block and lead some redstone wire right into it. Put redstone dust right here and repeater right in this gap facing that way. Repeater right on that block facing this way. And that's it for that for now. Now, from right here, 2 redstone dust like so. Repeater set to 3. Block, torch, block. Now, from this torch here, go 3 blocks out. 1, 2, 3, like so. That needs to be cut off, so that's right. And 1 more block going down like that. Now, repeater going into this block, and wire coming down all the way to the ground here. Just 1. We don't want this connecting, so we cut it off, like so. And now we come around here, place a block on top of that torch, and then a block going this way, 1 this way, 1 this way, and then 1 up like so. So, repeater going into that block, and then we run wire from this torch here, this block, blah, 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 blah. You can see, okay, torch, block, now wire up to here, okay. I just train wreck, sorry. Yes, that's it for that. Now over here, let's take care of this. Redstone dust like that, and then 2 on the ground. 2 repeaters like so, side by side. Set the one on the left to 2. Piston, block. And that should be it for the triple. Okay, now remember, input anywhere along this line, and always turn on your circuit before adding your pistons, and also before you work around the bottom piston. The bottom piston is you know, it will detect block updates. Okay, so sticky piston, all sticky, because this design is awesome. And there you go, whatever block you want, and that should do it. Let's go. Yes, there it is. Now, if you're interested in extending this design, go ahead and click on the link on the video, and it'll take you, yeah, it'll you know, it'll give you the extension of this design. So there you have it. And now we're gonna move on to the, actually no, I'm sorry. Let's do this. Sorry. If you want to expand this, there's a link to expand it. However, from here, we could go 2 ways. We could go non-sticky quadruple piston extender, or my newest edition, sticky quadruple piston extender. So, how to expand this one? Non-sticky quadruple or sticky quadruple piston extender. So go ahead and choose now. And now we move into the realm of quadruple, or quadria, as I like to call it. Welcome to quadria. Yes. Alright, so, a quick note here. If you're on a server, it's possible you might need to change this repeater to 2 instead of 1. So if you find that this configuration doesn't work for you on a server, go ahead and switch this repeater to 2. Okay. Now that we've built our triple sticky piston extender, it's quite easy to convert to quadruple non-sticky. So take out that block, place a non-sticky piston right there. And so we're gonna need gravel, aren't we? Gravel, or sand, whatever you want, Boom. Okay. Right here, block like so. Lead some dust into this block, torch right there, block on top of that torch, and then bring this out. I want to say it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That looks about right. Put a block right there, and we're going to place a piston on top of that block like so, and we're going to lead some redstone dust into this block. Not all the way yet because I don't want to activate it, but put a block right there. And this is how we're going to do the top line. So from right here, okay, place a block right here, up, and then over, and up again. And now we go this way, like so, and then one up. Place a repeater going into that block, and dust, just like so. Okay, so now when this activates, it will cut off the wiring, which is what we want. And there you go. That's your quadruple non-sticky. Let's see. Let's make sure. Okay, so now you might ask yourself, or you might ask me, well, Mischief, if you've created a sticky quadruple piston extender, what do you need this one for? I don't know why that's your voice, but that's your voice, okay? Just go along with it. So the reason you might want to stick with a non-sticky style is because, one, this one is expandable, and the quadruple sticky isn't, unfortunately. So another reason would be because this one is actually significantly, or as Professor Snape would say, significantly that's a bad, never mind, ignore that. It's significantly faster. Significantly. Okay, so there's the two advantages of the non-sticky. So it's still useful, still relevant. Now if you want to expand this designed, just go ahead and click on the link again on the video, as I've been saying the whole dang time. But you know, maybe you skipped to this part and didn't watch the rest. Who knows? I don't know. Just click on the link. Click on the link. You'll see how I expand this thing. If not, it'll keep playing and it'll go on to the sticky quadruple piston extender. Or you could just stop the video now if this is, you know, this is where you want to stop. Okay, all right, on we go. So you seek to build a sticky quadruple piston extender, eh? Excellent choice. You, sir and or madam, have exquisite taste. Now, let's move on. Actually, before we move on, you're going to want to set this repeater here to 3 instead of 2 if you're on a server. Offline, 2 works just fine, but most likely on a server it's not going to work, and you're going to want to set it to 3. So just a quick note I forgot to add while I was doing the tutorial. So anyways, on we go. So knock that block out, sticky piston in its place, and then put the block and dip it there. So okay, a quick note, I did a couple of takes and I actually forgot to knock this block out before recording again. So just there's not supposed to be a block there already. Just place the block and that's it. Just keep going. So sorry about that. Right here, 3 blocks like this to complete a little square shape. Piston, what in the hell? Repeater going into that block. Set it to 3, and then hook it up with some redstone. Come around here. 2 blocks out. Block on top of that last one. Don't need that anymore. Lead some dust right into that block. Torch on that block. Block on that torch. Torch on that block. Now, take some blocks and get them over here. Invite them over. Say, hey, come over here. And do that. And then from here, go 2 out. Yeah, it's 2 out. 2 out, and then complete little donut shape. Little square donut shape with sharp edges, and it's really dangerous, the donut. It's like extreme eating. But anyway, what am I doing? So, right on this block, place another one. And we're going to power that with a repeater. So place 2 out, like so. Repeater going into that block. And redstone dust. And a block to complete this little thing here, whatever the hell that is. Now, from this torch, lead some wire right up to here, and then also lead some wire right to there. On this side, 2 repeaters, one like this, set to 4, one like that, set to 2. Whoops, that's 3. 2, there we go, set to 2. Now, hook them up, and you're done with this part. Now for our 4th line. Our 4th line, as before, with this non-sticky, if you saw it, up like this, and then up like that, and then over, like so, and then a block right there. Okay, we just lead some redstone dust right into it, like so. Last but not least, little cutoff circuit over here. Start right there, block, lead some dust into this block, torch, block on top of the torch, and then from that block come out 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then place a block on that last one, and a piston right on top, facing the correct way, right on top of that block. Give it its block, and lead some dust right into it. And there it is. Quadruple piston, sticky quadruple piston extender. There you go. So that's it for the piston extenders. If you leave this plane, it'll just move on to the expanding sections. So you could stop now if you're happy with what you've got. And thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoy, and go make your thingamajiggets. Thingamajiggets? What's a thingamajigget? Oh my god. To expand the double piston extender, it is quite easy. Actually, it's quite easy with all the extenders. Here we go. All we have to do is just copy paste, just what we have here on the ends. So I'm going to add 4. You can actually add up to 12 rows. So that's a total of 13, including this one. So torch, and repeater. Let's go with our dust here, connect it all up, and we're done. Now, before you add pistons or work around the bottom pistons, turn on your circuit. Okay, it will detect updates when it's off, and the pistons will activate. You don't want that. It'll throw the whole thing out of sync. But let me show you what to do in case something happens. Okay, let's say, for example, I don't know, something happens with even the circuitry, like the wrong timed pulse, like it's really fast, it'll throw it off as well. So something happens, and oh no. Okay, all you have to do is from the off position, flick it on and then back off. Not too quick, but just a little bit, like that. You don't have to be too fast. Okay, once you see this, you switch to on, and then you go off on, and then it's fixed. Alright? Something you might want to consider doing is right before the input, maybe doing a pulse sustainer, so that way you can't accidentally spam it. So something like this. Yeah. So yeah, there you go, something to keep in mind. So that's it for the double piston extender. And now for the non-sticky triple piston extender. Now to expand the non-sticky triple piston extender. Once again, it's pretty much copy paste. So I'm going to add 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can go out to, I want to say 13 as well, with as just like the double piston. You can go out 13, including the first set of pistons. So there you go. Block, 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 block. Repeater. And then since that one's set to 3, we're setting the rest to 3. Okay. And then do this. Now here, we go like that. We're not going to copy the placement of this torch, so no torches along here. What we're going to do is work off of this torch up here. So place your repeaters like so, and just place your dust, and you're good to go. Okay. Now remember, turn on your circuit before adding pistons or working along the bottom, because the bottom detects updates. Yada yada yada. Okay, 1, 2, and then let's just add the sticky first, and then the non-sticky, and your gravel or sand. So that should be it. Yep. So whoops. So something happens where the signal's accidentally, I don't know, glitch or something. It goes out of time like that, or something else weird happens. All right, let me fix it real quick, because this is too easy to fix. Okay. Or a block is placed by accident on one of them, or 2 of them, or 3 of them, and it goes out of sync like this. With the non-sticky triple piston extender, what you're going to do is from the off position, flick it on and then off. Not too fast, just semi-fast. So on, off. Okay. Do it again. On, off. And that is not working. So once you do it twice from the on, off, go on and then do off, on. See, so the whole idea is just you flick it on and off until, there you go, until we find, the sync. I don't know if there's a specific order in which you do this. So once you see this from the on position, you want to go off, on, and it'll get synced. So there you go. In case you skipped straight to this part, I wanna point this out. You might want to consider a pulse sustainer before the input, so that way you don't accidentally spam it and throw the whole thing out of sync. Okay, so just something to keep in mind. So that's it for that. Now on to the sticky quadruple piston extender. Not quadruple, triple piston extender. Let's expand the sticky triple piston extender, shall we? Okay, as always, it's pretty easy. Copy paste. I'm going to add 4, but you could go out as far as, I want to say 11. So an additional 10 blocks for a total of 11. Or 10 rows of pistons, whatever, however you want to look at it. Alright, so I'm going to add 4. Torches, 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 torches. Repeaters, repeaters, repeaters. Set them to 3, just like the first one. And then connect it. Alright, now we're going to need our blocks here. And then here, 1 for the repeater, 1 row, and then 1 row for the dust. So add, and dust, 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 dust. Right here, same thing. Row for the repeaters, row for the dust. And then we add, and just go out like this. And then last, we do that block right there. Now, turn on your circuit before you add your pistons or work along the bottom, because the bottom I already said it a bunch of times, so that's why I'm saying it like this in case you skip to this part. Okay, anyway, so yes, turn on your circuit. It's very important, very, very important. And this is sticky, yes, so sticky, sticky, and sticky. And there you have your sticky triple piston extender expanded. Now if it goes out of sync, for whatever reason, like this, you can fix it by flicking it from the off position, on, off. Not too fast, just a little bit, like this. Okay, do it a couple of times. Alright, if you don't see this right away, go to the on and then flick it off, on, and then go back to off. It should eventually look like this. Once it looks like this, go to the on position. Alright, and then flick it off, on. And that should fix the problem. There you go. Okay. So, I'm going to point this out again in case you skip straight to this part. I have pointed it out before, but you might want to consider a pulse sustainer, so that way you don't accidentally spam the signal. Okay? See? So that's something to keep in mind, you know, just reduce the chances of this getting out of sync. So that's the sticky triple piston extender, and now on to the quadruple non-sticky piston extender. Expanding the non-sticky quadruple piston extender is pretty much the same as expanding the sticky triple piston, because it's pretty much the same with the added line on top here in this piston. So it's not much different. As before, you can expand it up to 11, a total of 11. You could put 10 additional rows. I'm gonna add 4, of course. That's what I've been doing. And then block, 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 block. Repeater, all set to 3, just like the first. Connect it with redstone wire. And now we have blocks for the repeaters and blocks for the redstone dust. Repeaters along there, and then connect it with redstone dust. Yeah. And then right here we put some blocks. Then right here again, blocks for the repeaters, block for the dust, and whoops, what the hell? I'm drunk. No, okay. And then repeaters, repeaters, and dust, 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 dust. And now for the last one, blocks for the repeaters, blocks for the dust, and then that block right there for the repeaters to go into. And we have dust along here. Okay, turn on your circuit before you add your pistons or before you work along the bottom, because the bottoms are sensitive to block updates. And I've said this too much, I've repeated myself so much, but you know, I have to, because what if you skip straight to this part? I keep saying that. I keep saying, someone in the comments will be like, "Hey, you said that way too much. You kept repeating yourself." It's like, well, I mean, what if you skip to this part? You haven't watched the rest of these yet. I'm gonna not rant. I started to, I'm gonna stop. So there you go. There's expanded. Okay. And again, if something goes wrong, you're gonna need to flick the switch and from the off position. So go on, off, and on, off. Usually it lines up like so. If it doesn't, go to on, and then the whole idea is just flick it on, off, or off, on, okay, until you find this little number right here. Go to on, and then flick it from off to on, like so, and it should be fixed, okay? Once again, if you might want to consider a pulse sustainer, so that way you don't accidentally spam the signal and it doesn't get out of sync. And that is it. This is how you expand this non-sticky quadruple piston extender. And unfortunately, you cannot expand the sticky quadruple piston extender because it's just the way that it's designed. There's just no way to do it. So there you go. I hope that this video was informative, and I hope it helps you in some way or another. Thank you guys for watching. If you watched the whole thing, wow. Awesome. You're a brave soul. But anyways, there you go. Have fun making your thingamajiggies and then blah 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 and blah 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 blah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna leave this map for download in the video description. So there you go. Okay, I just realized something. I built the pulse sustainer wrong. Shame on me. 2 repeaters going that way set to 4. Beside it, 1 repeater going that way set to 1. And then hook them all up like so. And that is a proper pulse sustainer. You can't spam it. Go on. Anyways, sorry. I'm always screwing something up in my videos. Always screwing. Sorry about that. I'm so sorry. So the non-sticky triple is also good, easy to do the thing with the expanding.